And here we are leaving Junktown, getting ready to go to the hub, which is sort of the capital city of this area. Another name for bottle caps is even hub bucks. So they're pretty influential throughout. And we run into some more scouts. They're the same gents we met coming in from the north side. So I'm just going to leave them to it and continue on into the hub, where we will find a great deal of things to do. Now, in this opening area, you'll see a lot of different caravans which use the trunks of cars, and they are pulled by Brahmin, the two-headed cattle you'll occasionally see. But I need it to be daylight so that I can actually talk to people. And you'll see there are two guards right there. There should be another one standing between them, but he stands in this house at night, so I gotta let him walk out first. And he's a deputy, and he'll tell you a bunch of the stuff. Deputy Fry. And I just ask him a bunch of different questions, mainly so that if you haven't played the game before and you want some of the backstory, you can see some of it. He mentions Decker, who's sort of the crime lord of this area. He's also got some stuff for sale, including stim packs, so I'm going to pick those up. And there are some other characters you can talk to in this opening zone, and a lot of buildings, but none of the buildings really have anything to loot, and none of the characters provide quests, so in the interest of time I left them out. And now we're going to go to the best weapon shop in the area. It's very expensive, but they sell all the goodies. And I'm gonna go finally relieve myself of all of this loot that I've got, and basically pimp out my character, so that I'll have the best gear that I can. We're gonna end up with combat armor and a super sledge, and we're more or less set for this portion of the game now with this equipment. Luckily, it wasn't overly expensive, and we're going to go test out said new gear in this little house here. Now, if you open the door, they'll attack you immediately, and they're pretty tough. So, I decided to play a little trick with the game, and you go into combat mode, and that'll delay their being able to attack you so quickly, and then I run in, because I have great armor now, and mainly the reason I do that is because otherwise they'll probably kill most of your companions. So, I like Ian and Dogmeat in the gang. Now I hit this guy in the head. It critically hits him pretty heavily in the head, and it crushes his temple, and it says "Good night, Gracie." So some of the critical messages are pretty funny, but that guy's instantaneously out of the fight. I'm going to take a lot of damage from these guys because, like I said, they're pretty tough, and there are several of them. And Dogmeat's going to do his part. He's actually doing pretty good damage to that one. And mainly the reason I show this fight is just to show how it boils out with the new gear, because I rather like the sledgehammer. And that's sort of the gimmick of this character, is using the super sledge. I just keep bludgeoning that guy in the torso. He takes stim packs, which make the encounter even harder. I'm about to die, so hopefully nobody shoots me until it's my turn. My allies included. Then I'm going to hope that I kill this guy, but I don't. So I need to get in the inventory and use my stim packs. You also see, if you look at the money, I've got a lot less money than I used to, because that combat armor and the super sledge are very expensive. It also shows that my super sledge has a pretty big damage range on it. 18 to 42. Tycho finishes off one of the guards that tries to flee, which leaves us with only 2. Ian flees because he's too hurt to continue fighting. that other guard uses a stim pack, we're going to get him off of Tycho. While we're here, I'm going to go for the head. And it throws him across the room, but he doesn't die. 34 damage. This character doesn't get particularly good crits. So that's Tycho just using... I think dog meat will finish these guys. Oh no, I get to lower the boom on this guy. Oh wow, he's still alive. I'm kind of being a failure here. Except for that first guy that I instantaneously killed there. Dogmeat finishes up the business. Myself and my party is rather injured. These guys have some pretty good loot. So I will show you that. The best loot is yet to come. So there's the spiked brass knuckles are really great for unarmed characters. But this guy has the holy grail, the combat shotgun. It's basically an automatic shotgun. It has a burst setting like the SMG does, and this is the easiest way to acquire one, so we're going to give it to Tycho, and we'll give him a little bit more shoot me in the back capability. And he will pull the combat shotgun. And then I just make sure that Ian's taken care of with ammo and stim packs. Because he's hurt and he didn't use stim packs, so I was a little confused about that. Now, in the back of this room, you've got... you have a locked door and a quest that you'll end up completing inadvertently. But it seems weird to me that you wouldn't have run into this already in the hub. So you meet this guy. These bad guys apparently took him hostage. And he's from the Brotherhood of Steel, and he has nothing to barter, and he just thanks you and heads out on his way. I tell him to tell me about the Brotherhood, and he says it's the only hope for humanity. Because you really don't know what the Brotherhood is really so far, and Ian has saw fit to trap me in this room, so I have to walk around a bit. Nothing in the bookshelf. And we will get over here. There's Iguana Bob, but we're not going to deal with him yet. And then I'm going to rest to get everybody healed up. And you see this gentleman standing off to the left of Iguana Bob. And I'm just checking to make sure my allies are unharmed. And he says that some brigands came and kicked him out of his farm, so we're going to go and rescue him. Or rescue his farm. Up there you see a shovel laying on the ground, but I don't really... I don't go and grab the shovel. Because I have everything I need. And we're going to go ahead and get in here. I won't show this fight because it's pretty long. And because of the gear that I have, it's not a particularly difficult fight. Because nobody in here really has exceptional equipment. I do show you the end of it, where I sledgehammer a guy in the face, basically. I do show you the loot, so that you can judge for yourself if it's something you want to try to do. You get some more of those Magnum pistols that are good. There's some metal armor up top there, which would be the easiest way for you to get it if you hadn't killed the raider boss yet, because it's just lying on the ground. You'll see me pick it up. There are also a lot of stim packs in here, which is nice. You also get a spiked brass knuckle, which is great for unarmed characters. Shotgun isn't very useful at this stage for us. Take it to sell it to somebody. That pistol there is quite a good pistol, but I don't give it to Ian because I like the burst fire capability because I enjoy being shot in the back. And there are some other random people here, mostly with the same tier of gear. It's just Magnum pistols and other associated ammo and things. And not very many caps, as you can see. There's also, so you got the metal armor in the upper left room. Behind the bookshelf, which you'll see me walk in there and pick it up. And you've got the stim packs by the bed there, but I'm just trying to finish looting these bodies, and my allies keep stepping in the way. So, here we go. There, you can see the metal armor there lying on the ground. You just pick it up. There you go. So if you don't have metal armor yet, there's the easiest way to acquire it. And then on with the stim packs, and then we're out of here. Dunzo. And then you just go back to the guy and tell him that his farm has been thoroughly looted, but he's free to go back. And he gifts you a really interesting pistol that's basically a sawed-off sniper rifle. Ian won't use it, I don't believe, but I don't know. I didn't give it to him because the ammo's FMJ, Full Metal Jacket ammo, so it's pretty expensive, and especially for someone like Ian to use. So, but I tested out with him, and it also makes a really satisfying noise when it shoots things, and it's pretty accurate. It's pretty much the best gun you can have right now at this stage for doing that. Now we're going to rest, get people picked up a little bit, and also get it to noontime so that we continue on. I'm also going to go to the store and sell off loot because I'm too heavy. Again. And the reason I show this is because that guard in Beth says some pretty funny stuff. Welcome to Beth's Palace of Pleasure. And he has a couple of lines that he'll say. But Beth is sort of the rumor mill for the hub. You get all of the best rumors from her. And you ask about Decker, and who's the crime lord. You can ask about the different merchants and caravans. There are several caravan companies. You can escort them while they run caravans, but it has to be a certain time of the month, and they'll pay you varying degrees of money. Plus you get the loot for whatever you kill while you're there. So it's not a bad option, it's time consuming. I'm not going to do it. And it gives you some other little subplots and stories because you meet the other people that run those places, but I'm not going to show you that in this Let's Play because the hub, there are going to be several hub videos with just what I do. Now you see this guy loafing around in front of the friendly lenders. He asks you to pay him 1,000 caps for some special info, and we're going to do it because he lets you get to a special guy that sells good stuff that we'll need for things later. He also offers to sell you info about a water chip, but we're not going to take it. And now we are going to take a break